All right, all right. We're up and running now. Probably the only thing you see is the browser window or the overlay. So we're taking the Dreamliner. Because Timmy wanted to go for a flight. All right, Timmy, you're getting your flight. We got the Hawaiian colors down on the deal here. Turn my volume down. So we got the Hawaiian colors down on the deal. And we're going to be off to Boston in the Dreamliner. I should have told Scotty V we were going. Is my volume down? There we go. So programmed up the Hawaiian colors. All right. So loading the dispatcher. I don't know what we got on here for fuel. I gotta grab a flight plan. So it'll be the Molokai 4 to APAC, going right straight north tonight. I'm gonna close some doors here. Airport info. This is the gate that I last left from in Honolulu. It should be about 8 hours and 55 minutes, maybe a little bit less. I gotta wake up and call work, so we'll do a pause at top of descent and I'll restream. Coming in on the J-Fun, Boston. It's gonna be Echo 2 or Echo 5. There's the gates. There we go. I just wish I could use an A330 for this. I really do. I'm not kidding. Like I'm gonna give the Aerosoft one last try. And if it doesn't, work right, I'm gonna have to use the honeycomb with it because I can't get it to work with the rest of anything. So catering's all loaded up. Passengers are coming on board. I don't know what we got. Let's see. Why is this in kilograms? Okie dokie. Miscellaneous. There we go. That's better. You better pop your ass in here now, Tim. Got me up doing this. Gonna grab my flight plan over here. So we do have an ETOPS flight plan. So 370 initially. Alright, what do we got? 356, 171. That's that. Light on the passengers. Why is the cargo only 2,600 pounds? I don't know. We can load up a lot more on that. That's all right. Fuel's gonna be 118.8. All right. Let's come out of here. Oh, we gotta do this now. We gotta do a route request. So I'm gonna fire up down here. You guys can follow along. This is pretty cool. I just gotta flip the iPad sideways for this one. There we go. So come back to the CDU. I'm gonna go to the route. I'm gonna route request. I'm looking for PHNL-KBOS. Hawaiian 90. It's Hawaiian 90 heavy, as a matter of fact. Activate. Execute. I'm gonna go departure off the reef runway. which is standard out of Honolulu, assuming that the winds are correct. PHNL. Yep, departing 8. Gotta check the NOTAMs here. Taxiway Romeo 6, 8 right, 26 left, and taxiway Romeo closed. Wind cone. 8 left, 26 right, not grooved. Okay, nope, good to go. So it's Molokai 4 to APAC. Execute. Back to the index, and then check the terminal area forecast, or the TAF, for Boston. Actually, I can get that here, but I'm going to look it up here. So I'm going to do that now. Info. No. Com menu. Flight information. Company weather requests. And that's it. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go KBOS. KJFK is our alternate. Then we got our ETOPS alternates of Hilo and San Francisco. So I'm going to get all 4 weather sources, actual and forecasts. Send that off. Here it comes. Boston's clear from the 5th at 1500 Zulu, 270 at 9, and that's about 10 in the morning. So yeah, that's probably landing 2-7. Be interested in landing a Dreamliner on 2-7. We'll see. So we'll go JFun 2, Ponset, and the ILS 227 off Loner. Let's check the route real quick. So I need to hit the ICAS switch. Where's my cancel recall? There we go. ICAS. ICAS is there. Put that there. Now display. I'm gonna go to plan mode. And we'll go to legs. And we're gonna step. We're gonna come out of here on a 140 heading. Right on in. We'll go to CHAG Loner. So that's good to go. So we got some step climbs and some ETOPS to take care of here. Trip fuel is supposed to be 98,965 pounds. 8 hours and 45 minutes tonight. En route. Albi for 390. It says we're not going to make it to. We gotta go.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Go for it.
Thanks. Clear to board.
Cruise system is cost index of 150, so we'll be cruising close to Mach 8.5. Step size is 2,000. And the reserves tonight is 14.0. That's good. Takeoff weight. Minimum takeoff fuel is 115,740. Actual takeoff fuel is going to be 117.7. And we'll go ahead and execute that. We need step climbs at What did I say? Albi. So go slash 390 S. Execute. Surprised they're not stepping us to flight level 400. And then we go, come out of the plan mode here, back to the map mode. Go to route data, request the winds. And now I gotta do the ETOPS, and then we should be underway. Load the wind data, 0 hours old, execute that. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is put a fixed point on. Alright. So we got PHTO. .437 is our entry point. Oh. /437. That's ETOPS entry. Equal time point is 1016. And then San Fran. This is going to be a relatively simple ETOPS flight tonight. San Fran's going to be 1024. And 437, which is single engine cruising distance. Now I could put the ETP in as a waypoint. Actually, matter of fact, I probably will. So I'm gonna go north 3156.7 slash. No, yeah. West 142. Yeah, 142. 00.6. And that comes after ETP1 comes right before Axle. Next page. Oh, I did it the wrong way. 3156.7 north. 3156.7 north slash .142. I don't even know if I have to put, I might not even have to put the slash. No. So I gotta get rid of that slash. Seriously? Oh, maybe I gotta do it this way. I haven't done it in this 787. So north 3156.7. West 142.6. There we go. And then axle. Uh-oh. Didn't do that right? Yeah. Fuel reserves, no good. Oh. Yeah, it's right before axle, after a Dobby. Why is that like that? Delete that. Step. Yep, something screwed up somewhere. Delete waypoint 1. So we got north 3156.7. West 142.00.6. Northwest. That looks better. And then axle should be, yep, 5 miles from axle. So this is our ETP tonight. And you'll see the circles on the chart. So I'll actually back the rings out and show you. I don't know if you guys can see that. Actually, I can pull it up on Volanta. So when I put the flight plan in, here's a screenshot of us at the gate here. When I put the flight plan in, which I'm going to do right now, and then I pull up the Lido Briefing, you're going to see, they don't have the ETOPS on here, do they? It'd be cool if they could do that. So we are vectored to Molokai and then APAC, right? But if we go to the briefing, to show you guys real quick, on this flight we have an ETOPS requirement en route alternates, right? Weather minimums, equal time points, right? Let me come down and show you what it looks like. No, I've done this before, but you'll see that I've got these circles. So this is 1 hour distance, and we enter. Once we're 1 hour from an airport, we're in ETOPS airspace. So from this circle to this circle, we're in ETOPS airspace, right? And then the equal time point is here. And you'll see that the circles look exactly the same, right? So there's our equal time point. If we step down to that waypoint, and then I zoom in, you'll see that they all, the fixes cross right there, right? So from this point, we go to San Francisco. From this point, before this point, we come back to Hilo. But hopefully nothing's going to happen. We'll be all set, and we will continue right on down the line. So init ref, so flaps 5 will be fine. Actually, flaps 1 might be good tonight. We'll go performance. Oh, I gotta back off this, back off that. Initialize. Not what I was looking for. I don't even know what that is. Can I do that this way? Alright, let's see if this works. Gotta do PHNL space paste from clipboard. Why is that doing that to me? Are the Russians hacking me or something? Control C. There we go. Execute that. And we're departing 8 right. Arriving 27. Execute. Okay, dry runway. What are they calling here? With 2997 now. Optimum. We'll go optimum. Let's delete the flaps out of here. Oh, we can't do that, can we? Why can't we do that? Flap 0. What are my options? 1, 5, 10, 15. So we're light tonight, so we should be fine. 474, 971. Is that correct? Yeah, close enough. Calculating. Okay, for flap 5, we got a thrust rating of takeoff 1, selected temperature of 49 Celsius. Gives us 59, 57, 55, 57, 60. Blah, 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 blah. So we're going to send the output, send it to the FMC. Come over here, click the accept button, clear that out, and we're going to say takeoff data accept. Next page. 3504, good to go. 4 knot left crosswind. And previous page, DTO 1, 90.9. So we're gonna leave climb arm so we can get right up there. All right, auto throttle comes on. And we go back to the takeoff page and we set the MCP. So we want to put 62 in there. 162. And then the Molokai is to 5,000, Molokai 4. So show you guys the chart real quick. Throw the flight directives on. Altitude intervene. Come in here for the charts. Use airports from FMS. Complete. Alright, so we got Molokai 4. Oh, that's the... Give me the Navigraph all day long. Give me the Navigraph charts. There we go. Oh, 2. There's some new SIDs, but I've not seen them use it yet. It's usually a... Where did I just see it? Molokai 4. So, you get an assigned heading off of 8 right or left. Oh, good God, why does that take so long? Do this? Yeah, let's do this. So you get an assigned heading. Most of the time, if they're going southbound, they get a 180 heading. So we'll get 140, we'll come along the beach, right? And then we'll get direct up to APAC. Canadian flights, like going back to Vancouver, they'll go to Ziggy. And then we'll get cleared right out. And then I think they have the initial climb here. Going to LA, you go Eber Fights. Boston, you can actually get, a lot of times you get Klutz, but APAC's not usual. So at any rate, I'm going to take the 140 heading off here. So we'll go right to the east.
Captain, what do you want me to do with the APU?
Start the APU, please. Start the APU. Start APU. I'll do it. Oh, why did that just go crazy? What am I looking for? Heading 140. Alright. It's actually not going to be an LNAV VNAV takeoff for once. Alright, let's go. Dome light can come off. No, yeah, there we go. Overhead panels on. Pre-flight checklist.
Hey guys, all packs are on board. Are we cleared to close?
Thanks, it'll be a long taxi.
Oxygen.
Yes.
Thanks. See you up there.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
Heading 347, altimeter 2997. Let's do this. Heading 347, altimeter 2997. Heading 347, altimeter 2997 set. Altimeter 2997 set.
Heading 347. Altimeter 2997. Pre-flight checklist complete.
This is your captain. We'd like to add our
Before
welcome
start
aboard
procedure.
today's flight.
Check.
We're just finishing up our last minute paperwork, and once we've done that, we'll push back. We're estimating an on-time departure. In the cabin today are some of our finest flight attendants who are there
Okay,
for your
hydraulics are
comfort,
coming
but
on.
most of all for your safety, so we ask that you give them undivided attention whenever requested. Once again, thanks for flying with us. Sit back and relax, and I'll update you on our progress once we're airborne.
I'm ready for the checklist.
Before start checklist.
Passenger signs on MCP.
Alright, it'll be a left seat takeoff.
V2 162.
Taxi route is per ATC instruction. Standard.
Heading
contract
140.
procedures.
Altitude
Will depart
5000.
via the SID. Climb to initial altitude.
Altitude
In
5000.
the event of an emergency return, we'll
Takeoff
coordinate
speeds.
with ATC. You'll fly
V1
with
155.
checklist.
VR 157. V2
Air
162.
traffic control company.
CDU pre-flight.
Any questions?
Completed.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Are you sure? Before start checklist complete.
Are you ready for the brief?
Go ahead.
Have you had a chance to check through the data in the CDU?
Yes, I checked it over.
Fantastic. Alright, there are no threats today. We are VFR after takeoff, so we can return visually if need be, and we are overweight coming back. There are no NOTAMs that affect the departure, and the aircraft has no defects. We use standard company calls and procedures. With a reduced power takeoff planned, weather radar will be on. Pushback and taxi as per ATC. Okay, and for the takeoff. It is a left seat takeoff. If you see anything non-normal, bring it to my attention. It's my decision to stop or go. I will consider most warnings and cautions below 80 knots as a reason to stop the takeoff. After 80 knots, I will only stop for engine fire, failure, wind shear, or anything that will prevent the aircraft from flying. Everything else we will take into the air. When I call stop, I will close the thrust levers, disconnect the auto throttles, apply maximum reverse thrust, letting the RTO function bring the aircraft to a stop. I will also ensure the auto speed brakes have deployed. When the aircraft is stopped, I will set the parking brake, alert the cabin, and ask you to identify the malfunction. If it becomes apparent that we require an evacuation, I will ask you to take out the QRH and we will perform our duties as per the checklist in a clear and concise manner. If the malfunction occurs and I decide to continue, I will call go. You will call rotate and positive rate, upon which I will decide if it is appropriate to call for the gear up. Above 200 RA, the autopilot will be engaged and we will fly straight ahead. When above 400 feet, I will ask you to identify the malfunction and we will decide whether there are associated memory items needed. The climb will continue to 1,000 feet AGL, where we will perform an acceleration, retract the flaps, and climb to or above the MSA. After the aircraft is clean, I will ask you to select continuous power, CDU VNAV engine out, any non-normal checklist, the after takeoff checklist, and then a review. Jettison is available and also the overweight landing procedure. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, that completes the brief.
All right, here we go.
Ground to cockpit. We are connecting the tug now. Locking the gear now. Please confirm the parking brake is set. Locking the gear now.
I can't believe you made me do this, Timmy. I really can't. Well, I can, but I can't believe I'm actually doing it. Bro on, aloha, brother.
right, Captain. Bypass pin is
Wish it was in an
inserted
A330.
and the tug is connected. Ready to push at your discretion. Captain, and you are clear for engine start.
Start engine 2. Start engine 2.
Check.
Okay, starting engines.
Ground to flight deck.
Go ahead from cockpit.
Cleared to start engines.
Roger. Clear to start engines. Start both engines.
Start engine 1.
Check.
See things start spinning up here off the electrics and the engine pumps. They're both running.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes and confirm.
Both engines are running.
Stand by. Unlocking the gear.
So this is going to be like 11 a.m. landing. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Tug is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. We'll signal you on the side and have a good flight.
After start procedure. After start procedure. Flaps 5. Getting a beating on frames right now. Before taxi checklist.
Anti-ice. Auto. Recall. Checked. Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist complete.
But light as a feather tonight. There she is. Makes me want to puke that they ordered this plane. Airbus is so much more comfortable, although they do have some fancy fancy lighting. Matches us right here, huh? That's kind of Hawaiian lighting. Alright, so we're going out, we're gonna get on to, I guess we could stay here. 8:45, so this is gonna be like, yeah, 11 in the morning arrival, and I gotta work at 11 o'clock at night, Timmy. Ah, I could've, you know what? Let's blow up an engine on the way out here and we'll see. We'll get a bird strike going or something. I don't have it in me to, if I wake up at 8 in the morning, I'm gonna wanna go flying and I don't want to be landing this thing. I don't know, we'll see. Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Thank you. Taxi light on this thing is garbage. I really don't feel like taxiing on the reef, but we're gonna. Romeo Bravo, which is not Romeo Bravo anymore. Clear left side. Probably could have been Boston and New York by now too. Alright, crossing 8 left. Oh, I wish we had taken the A330. I'd be so excited if we could take the A330. It won't work with these at all. Spent 3 hours messing around with it, trying to get it to work with the Thrustmaster stuff. Uh-oh. What just happened? Sim crash coming. Uh-oh. 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 Aerosoft heard me talking nonsense and they crashed my sim. Why do I have brakes on? Oh. How did I even get brakes on? Can somebody answer that one for me? Let's get stuck on the runway. De Bruin knows what's up with that. Alright, so strobes can come back off. Wing light. Dude, that's a terrible paint job. Well, maybe not. Love me some Honolulu. Alright, let's get the HUD down. He doesn't need his HUD. De Bruin's probably flown this departure himself, my man. I hate Aerosoft because of what they did to the A330. Like, yeah, I can't even like the view system on the thing. Like, I had a big problem the last time. This is a pretty sweet little plane. It actually, like, it does similar to the, excuse me, similar to the Aerosoft A330. So it's going to be heading 140. Take a nice look at the city as we go by. Gotta sit on this side leaving Honolulu. I usually sit on the left coming home anyways. So I got there's some articles online. Hawaiian's putting 34 flatbeds in the 787-9, but they're not putting in premium economy, just extra legroom. And they're like, oh, it doesn't make sense for our stage lengths. Dude, deltafy yourself with the seats a little bit, will you? One thing on this plane, the ground handling, it feels like you're on rails. Like, turn to the right like that. It's too smooth. I don't know if that's a product of the fly-by-wire and the steering. Like the Airbus, the A320, and maybe D, you could probably say it. I know the TCA stick, when I grip the TCA stick on the side, twist it, similar to what I'm doing now. I don't know if you guys can see that. it feels pretty tight to the steering in the actual Airbus sim, which I've been in. I didn't even touch the brakes, and I just got differential brakes. Starting to think my rudder pedals might need a little adjusting. Runway entry procedure.
Check.
Strobes, landing lights. Let's do this. Clear left side. Clear left.
Clear right.
What is going on? I got no steering when I lock it hard over. That's why. Now I gotta come back to center line. It's a good thing this is like a 14,000 foot runway. They built this as a potential landing site for the space shuttle on aborts. Okay. Here we go. 8 hours and 45 minutes to Boston. Hopefully we can make up a little extra time. Hawaiian 90 Heavy, you're cleared for takeoff. Runway 8 right. Takeoff.
Check.
Looking for 50%.
Stabilized.
So I like to bring it up close and then stick the toga in there. Set.
Thrust set.
Checked.
Thrust set.
I didn't realize the quality wings guys come on every single time.
80 knots.
80 knots.
Cross check. 1350. Give a little bit to the left.
B1.
Rotate.
Rotate. B2.
Off we go.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Gear up.
Heading select.
Check.
Engage heading select. Engage heading select. Heading select.
Check. Climb thrust.
Check. Bug up. VNAV.
Check.
Heading select VNAV speed.
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1.
Flap 1.
Autopilot command.
Check.
I turned late, but there's Waikiki.
Flaps.
Flap 0.
Flap up.
Yeah, I turned way
After
late.
takeoff checklist complete.
Diamond Head. What they do is they usually just shoot you out off the coast. Past Diamond Head.
If you're not a member, please visit us at qsm.com. In just a few minutes, you will be beginning a complimentary meal and beverage service from our first class coach. In coach, beer, wine, and margaritas can be purchased with the debit or
After
credit.
takeoff
We
checklist.
apologize.
Gotta shut those quality wing guys
In-flight
off.
entertainment available on this aircraft.
There we go.
Audio, video, on-demand, as well as Wi-Fi. All included free of charge. Flight attendants.
So they usually give you right off the coast and right up to
Now we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the food.
flight level 370. So they give you this turn here. And then this, yeah, there's usually a cloud right there, no lie. It's usually right there, and it slowly disappears Hawaii from you. So they wait, because the rich people live over in this section, Kahala, backside of Diamond Head. So then they'll start turning you north. If we were going to Klutz, we'd be all set right here. Confirm direct APAC. Execute. LNAV.
Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, the use of approved portable
There's
electronic
10,000.
devices is now permitted.
Set standard.
Standard set and cross-checked.
It got really loud up here. Coming off of Cocoa Head, yeah, she's gone. She gone. So this is the real world route. Match heading. So apparently you can't do this. I don't understand what's happening here. All my buttons are backwards now. It's like Aerosoft's doing it to me. We're not over land, are we? Should be still. Oops. Cocoa Head. Yeah, Cocoa Head. Forgot about that. I should have came out a little bit more over the water. Alright, that's it. So we're set up. Ooh, some turbulences. That's it. You might see Molokai. Might. Yeah, just a little bit of bump on Molokai. That's it. What is up with the sound up here tonight? First of all, we're going to shut the Quality Wings guys off, for starters. I love this plane, how we can just, you know, make sure we get the auto step climb on. Step climbs on. And we're looking for VNAV. Next page. Oh. 9. So we're going to case she wants to go to 41. The winds are very weird tonight too. And you can see there's our ETOPS, right, entry right here. And there's PHTO. Does that come out? So you can see our ETOPS entry is 437 miles from Hilo, Hawaii. Forgot that. Look at that, already got the Rocky Mountains in front of us. Good. So once we get to the top of Clam, I'm going to bed because it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Climbing pretty good. Speed 0.857. Look at that. That's good stuff. Just in case, I'm going to hit pause on top of descent armed. Progress page. Boston 15010, so that's 10 in the morning. We are going to pick up time on that. Why does that say ETA 1738 Zulu? That's what I want to know. That should not say 1738 Zulu. I'm taking a look at that. Must be based on which way we're heading right now. So, yeah, okay. I was going to say. We'll be cooking up to about 500-600 knots ground speed at some point tonight. Out at 641, off at 654, 118.7, and our takeoff fuel was supposed to be 117.7, so we're about 1,000 pounds extra on the, there's no way we would have burned 100 taxi. that's cool. It's got the ETOP circles on there, or some of them anyways. So I have a friend that's actually on this actual flight on a A330-200. And he's on the 391 HA, and he's probably halfway here. He's going to be here in 4 hours, 5 hours, maybe 4.5. We will do no such thing. Sunrise for us will probably be right over just after LA. Just ready for this thing to go to the top and climb so I can go to bed. What's it got for, yeah, that arrival time's ticking right down now. What am I looking for here? Expedite button because I'd hit it right about now. No way we're hitting top of climb when it says we're hitting top of climb. It's not happening. Top of climb was supposed to be a mile before APAC. going, baby. She climbs pretty steady at 1,500 feet per minute. There's top of climb. Now I believe it. Yep, now I believe it. Mach 8.5 right here, man. 296. Something doesn't seem right. The time.
1,000 to go.
Checked. Aha. That's why. That's 79 miles from APAC. How about that? Pretty close. Interesting. It's within 6 miles. I'll take it. Speed being on path.
Expecting smooth conditions, but as always, I'd like to remind you that while you are seeing keep your seatbelts fastened in case we encounter any unexpected turbulence. Right now, the computer still
All right, so we are on our way to Boston, arriving in 1504 Zulu. 4,354 miles to go. So we will see you guys in the morning. DeBroyan, I hope you're still up, bro. Thanks for stopping by.